Hello and welcome to today's video. We've been putting together a group of videos for small business owners or those that want to start a small business, in part with Toledo SBDC. Today's video is about best practices in business plans. We did a video on business plans and the components that make them up, so if you're looking for more information on that, please look for that video. But today, we're going to talk about best practices, and you can see on this screen that I have 7 listed here that we will review. And again, if any of the material you have questions of, please contact Toledo SBDC and they will be happy to help you. So the first thing I list is use a template. Business plans can be large, cumbersome, 30 to 50 pages long. So what this does, it gives you a basic outline to follow and incorporates all the sections that you should use. So again, reference our other video on the business plan components because that shows you a great outline to follow. There are many other templates, and there's a lot of information that can be included in business plans. So just make sure that you're looking at a template that suits your business and includes all the main components. At the end of this video, I will show you a business plan and you can see what some of these look like. I get a lot of questions about this. Do the executive summary last? I get a lot of clients that want to say, well, I'll start there. That's the easiest. Well, honestly, it may be the easiest, but a lot of people tend to put all their information in the executive summary, and then they have nothing left to go in the main part of the document. So I suggest skipping the executive summary in its entirety, filling out the template, the outline of the business plan, making sure you can include all the information you need, and then at the end, go back and pull out highlights from your document to write the executive summary. It makes it a lot easier in the end, and you're not struggling to find information to put into the main document. It's a kind of a big common misconception I find too with a lot of clients is they think, well, if I'll start there, I'll start getting the ideas and then I can put them in the rest of the document. Honestly, again, it's a lot easier just to go into the main part of the document first, and then at the end, do your executive summary. My third point is to know your why. So it could be a lot of different things. Why are you in this business? Did you see a need that you want to solve? Not only do you need to talk about that, but you need to know why you're creating your business plan. So a lot of times you think of, if it's for yourself as a business owner, that you just need one spot to keep all of your ideas. It gives an excellent spot to organize your thoughts, to make sure you're thinking of everything that you need to when you start your business, or perhaps your business is already in progress and you just need to kind of organize all the pieces and parts that you have laying around. The other thing too is, again, for investors or lenders. So most times when you ask for capital, people will want to see a business plan, and they're going to want to see a business plan that resembles business plans they've probably looked at in the past in terms of organization and length and what's included. So again, that goes back to using a template to make sure you have all the information in there that you need. But as you're writing, when you know if you're tailoring it to get capital, you make sure you include a lot of data because those people will want to see the data behind your thoughts and to understand the market and to make sure that you're able to capture a percentage of the market and make those sales. In the end, you essentially be able to pay either a lender back or the investor is going to make additional money. If it's for yourself as a business owner, put everything in there that you can possibly think of, and it's a document that you can go back and reread as you travel on your journey of becoming a business owner, or if your business is already started. Again, just getting everything together for yourself makes it a lot easier, and that way you can always go back and say, okay, is this the route that I wanted to take? Has things changed? And you can rewrite your business plans as time goes on, but it's a great way to get started and all your thoughts in one spot. Knowing your why and knowing your audience are kind of the same thing. So the audience, again, is if you need to go to an investor, need to go to a lender, or maybe you're trying to sell your product a little bit more and your clientele wants the business plan. It could be something that you are highly technical in your product or your service, and that business plan will help spell things out a little bit better for your clients. It also, from knowing your audience and your why, is essentially you're giving a bigger commitment to your business. So I kind of stress that too in these two groups of saying, okay, if you're willing to take the time to really understand your market, understand your product, your pricing structure, your financial forecasts, that gives you kind of the upper edge instead of just someone running out there and starting a business without having all that background. So again, it shows your commitment and your goals to making the business succeed. Another one that I always say to include is your financial statements. So this is something that we have other videos on about the income statement, the balance sheet, and that sort of thing. And you can look at those to begin to understand what those financial statements include. But having that as part of your business plan helps you keep track of the money. So you will need to be able to understand the expenses that you will incur, and then the forecast of what sales that you think will be coming in on each month. And again, forecasts and financial statements are usually for 3 to 5 years out. And there's a lot of templates and other websites that you can use to help build your financial statements. But best practice is to make sure you always have them in with your business plan and that you can understand them and talk to them. So that's one thing that some people miss. They may have someone else do a financial forecast for them, but then they might not fully understand it. So getting that help to understand it is key too. Number 6 is the appendix. So you might say, okay, well, that's fine. Sometimes people say more is less. Well, in business plans, more is essentially more. So the more things that you can add in the appendix, like charts and graphs or additional information on your target customer. So essentially anything that will partner with your business plan as an additional document to aid in people making decisions is really what you include. So it's not something that if you have 50 pages of an appendix, don't feel bad. That's good. You want to make sure all of them are relevant. You don't want to put in things that don't seem like they suit your business or go with your business or anything that you're planning. But just know that that appendix is there for a reason, and to include all the documents that or research that you might use and cite sources and that sort of thing. Number 6 is definitely a big one, get help. So we talk about this in our other videos too, is when you're doing business plans, it's cumbersome, it's lengthy, there's a lot of information, and it can just bog you down. So if you find someone that can help you through that, even if it's part of your trusted employee group, and assign them a section to do. If it's a business advisor, give them a call and say, okay, can you review what I'm doing? Can you help me organize this? Even provide deadlines and timelines for you to get things done and hold yourself accountable for completing a business plan is good. So we always recommend it. Toledo SBDC is there to help as well. It's something that just makes your business plan stronger in the end if you have other eyes on it besides yourself. So I want to thank you for joining in today. We will show a business plan here in 1 second, and we'll kind of go through, so just so you have an idea of what those business plans look like when you're done. And this one is titled Garrett's Bite Shop, and you can see it's very nicely outlined, organized with a table of contents, and it has all the business plan components in that you would need. And it goes through, and it's about 30 to 50 pages of truly what a business plan will look like. So best practices are all in this plan. People have gotten help. They've included their financial statements. They know who their audience is. I'm sure they wrote the executive summary last with how it reads. But again, just something that once you're at that point, you know what things will look like. And this example is brought to you by LivePlan. So that's another great helpful website to look at for help on business planning. So I think that's it for today. Again, look for our other videos and always ask Toledo SBDC if you have any questions. They are there to help you. Thank you.